Hi everybody, my name is Aaron Alsop, and today I'd like to teach you a little bit about filmmaking and lighting. I feel that lighting in filmmaking is one of the most asked questions and topics. The way I learned lighting the best was watching what other people have done and learn from just seeing what they're doing. So today I want to show you how I lit this scene. Okay everybody, we are now zoomed out and you can kind of see better the way I've got things set up here. The one light you cannot see is right there, but I'm going to kind of walk up closely so you can just see the way it is. Oh, so you can kind of see that it's light. I turned it up more than when I was actually sitting here, just so you can see it more prominent that it's there. And when setting up a light scene, any scene with lighting, I like to get that light set up first, the key light. And the reason why I like to do that, because it just kind of sets things up and it lets you kind of base off of that. Because really the most important thing is making sure that the subject, or me, was properly lit. So I'll lower this here so you can see it. Oop. So that light that you can see I'm using as the key light that you can't see is just a softbox fluorescent. These are great lights just for, quick and easy filming, whatever. And so I have that one there. It's at 3/5. There's 5 bulbs. I've got 3 of them on. And I felt like that was able to give me a nice look on filling in the look of my face. And then I had this one over here acting as a backlight. And a lot of times you want to do 3-point lighting, but sometimes you just don't have the lights, or you don't have the space, or you don't want the look of 3-point lighting. And what I've learned from a gentleman by the name of Mikey Borup is what he calls 3/4 lighting. And the idea is that you have a light filling in the face, and then you have a light on the opposite side as a backlight. And I use that a lot of times, and I think it gets a really nice look, especially if you have just 2 sources of light. But as you can see, I've got more lighting. I've got this back here. This is another fluorescent, and I've got this one right here. This one's off, of course, and I've got this fluorescent on the ground. The initial shot I did, though, it was really, really bright, and I just have one of the bulbs on. And so what I did was I just added... This is just big poster paper. I just ripped off 2 sheets and laid it over the light to diffuse it so it wasn't so bright. And the reason why I wanted this backlight wasn't to light the back of me, because I had this one filling in for that. It's, as you can see here, maybe a little more clearly than in the other videos. I just have 3 cameras. This is an old 8mm, an old VHS, and this is a 5D with 70-200. Just to kind of, add something to the scene and kind of spice it up a bit. And so I threw this light here so that we could add a little just extra light to kind of make sure that you could see these fine. And the last thing I have here is I just have some Christmas lights. This is where we have our green screen. I just, kind of draped them over one of the clamps there and taped it to the edge there. And with that, I just wanted to just add, I don't know, just another, little extra thing to kind of throw in the back. The other videos, you can tell that this had a lot bigger bokeh. And I was able to achieve that because I was shooting with the Zeiss 50mm 1.4, and I was shooting at 1.4 so that you could, get a larger bokeh from those. If you did say, oh man, that was a really soft focus and you were a little out of focus at times, that's why. Just because I was, sacrificing that so we could get, a larger bokeh from there. That's kind of how I set up all this lighting. Now I'm going to sit back down in this chair and turn on the lighting one by one, just so you can kind of see how everything gets put together and how everything looks in the end. So all the lights are off. You can't see me. Now let's turn on the key light. Okay, so this is just the key light. As you can see, it lights me up pretty well. You can kind of see the cameras back there a bit, but we want to take it a step further. Okay, now we've got the backlight on. As you can see, it kind of fills in these shadows on my face and is kind of making my hair pop a little bit. Let's see what it looks like when we turn on the backlight. So now I've got the backlight on, but like I said, it's a little too bright. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put those poster papers over it to diffuse it. Okay, so I got the poster papers on it, and it, just diffused it. It's not as bright. It looks a little bit nicer there. And now you can kind of see these cameras that I have is just kind of a background prop. You can see those a little clearly. Now let's just finish it off with the Christmas lights. And now we've got the Christmas lights back there for that just final touch. So, as you can see, I didn't go overboard with lighting. It wasn't this crazy intense thing. I had the softbox there, the softbox there for lighting me with that 3/4 lighting, keying me in the face. As you can see, the shadows here, put that up, and the backlight. And then we've just got the softbox just to kind of fill in the light, add some light here on those cameras, and then the added just effect from the Christmas tree lights. The soft boxes, they're great. They're just really good light kits that you can get on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description so you can take a look at them. Christmas tree lights, I just got them at a store, and that poster paper is just wherever you can get any office supplies or even on Amazon, and it works as a great diffuser. So anyways, I think the one thing you need to learn from lighting of this is it's not hard. You just need to kind of just take a second to think about it, get the subject properly lit, and then think, what can you do to add those little accents that are really going to set your lighting apart from somebody else's?